Guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to a brand new video. My name's Simon down here at JD Golf Academy, and it is battle of the hollow heads. Ping I500 versus the P790. Which one of these will be the furthest? But before we get into that, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. We're nearly at 5,000, which is just mind-blowing. So thank you everyone that's been supporting the channel, and leave this video a like if you liked it. So yeah, I'm excited. I did a review on the i500 the other day. It was a monster. It went exceptionally high, and that's basically what these are both designed for, really. Forgiveness, distance, as well as the sexier looking clubs out there, and not necessarily looking like a game improvement club or your traditional cavity bag. So I'm excited to see how these get on. Leave a comment below now which one you think is going to win, which one's going to have the ultimate ball speed and distance. I think ball speed is key here as well, because obviously I've got 130 gram shafts, X-Flex, KBS in both of these, as similar as I could get them in shaft properties, but not necessarily that would be the right fit for me on these heads. So it'll be interesting to see how far they go, but I think ball speed is key. Now I've just loft and lined both of these, and they're exactly the same in terms of loft as well. Very fair test. So let's get into the video. Okay, starting with the P790 Taylormade 7 iron. I think it's only fair. Obviously, it's been out quite a while. I've hit this, I've done reviews on it, testing. Beast of a club, just goes a mile. Wouldn't be surprised if I somewhat get a 200-yard carry out of this. Generous 29 degrees loft on both of these clubs. You could probably expect that in a 6 iron and any normal skilled Mizuno irons, let's say, or more the blade type irons. So very generous. Looks a lot chunkier than the Ping I500. Definitely looks like it's got a lot more weight behind that golf ball. It's gone a mile. Absolute mile. 104 with the club head speed. 192 total distance, which is obscene for a 7 iron, or what should be a 7 iron. Great strike again, tiny bit push, so you can see the loss of distance there. But not too much, and that's what you kind of expect from these irons. Don't quite catch them all, club face slightly open, you're not losing that much distance. Tremendous amount of height from them. Rip that. Bit left though, to be fair. Bit pulled. But 200-yard carry out of that iron with a 7 iron, which is a joke. But again, strong loft, so that's what you can expect at the end of the day from these clubs. Obviously, club head speed is quite high. Don't know what I'd do on a windy day, because downwind, this thing's go a mile. Don't want to be hitting a 7 iron from 220, 230, do you? That's a great strike again. Just consistent, comfortable, too big for my liking, too powerful for my liking. I feel like I'd have no control throughout a round of golf, but if you want a forgiving, very powerful iron in your hands, very good club. It's why the P790's done so well this year, and if you get it in black, you go up in my books, because that thing just looks unbelievably good. And again, another ripped one. So slightly pushed on the other two, but I mean, you're averaging 195. I know obviously club head speed is about 103, but impressive. Right, Ping I500 time. Okay, I500, time to put it to the test. However, instantly holding it is lighter, looks sleeker. Be surprised if it can go any further than the 790. This is a distance test, so we'll see, but I'll be surprised if it does. Hopefully I put 5 good swings like I did with the 790, put them to the test, and see what we can do. So much height, instantly higher than the 790, there's no question about it. Well, that's just I pushed it, but I felt like that was quite good, to be perfectly honest. Right, only a tiny bit to the left. Similar club head speed. Here we go. Again, good looking ball flight, but you can see instantly how much further this ball does not, or this club does not go. However, which one would I prefer to have in the bag? Interesting question, to be perfectly honest. Again, I say that's good, but I was going to say it's pushed a bit again. Yeah, it says it's pushed down the right side. Obviously, X100s, or X-Flex, I should say, is obviously too stiff. That high and right shot. But again, you can see similar 180, 183, which is what you want from a 7-iron. Don't get me wrong, like, you don't want much more. If anything, you want less than that. There we go. Again, good distance. Back on target, 189. I feel like these two clubs, even though they're, let's say, marketed against each other, just aren't necessarily in the same bracket in terms of head design and everything else. I definitely tried to get that one left. 191. A bit more sporadic with the i500, to be perfectly honest. A lot more consistent. I think I was trying to hit the i500 a bit too hard. Just get more out of it. But let's talk about the numbers. Okay, so let's look at the numbers. You can see there on average, I didn't name them correctly, so apologies about that. But obviously the P790 is in blue there, so 104 on average, 103, so close in terms of club head speed. Obviously we wanted to keep that as consistent as we possibly can. I feel like I strike most of them out in the middle as well consistently, so you're getting a quite even representation of how well each iron is doing. Now, what to notice? Ball speed on average was exactly the same, which is very interesting. However, if you turn your attention to backspin, Ping I500, a lot more. Tons more backspin. Nearly 1,000 more compared to the P790. That's why the i500 is going a lot higher. You're probably getting it be able to stop on the green a lot easier, and that is probably why the 790 is going that much further. I mean, you can see a 200-yard carry with an iron, but do you want that distance with an iron? If you want a decent distance, then use your driver or a hybrid or a wood. Do you want that with an iron? Because that is silly long, but forgiving. Very forgiving, almost to the point that the 790 I didn't even feel like I needed to hit, and it was still going a mile. The i500, I think at times I was trying to get a bit more out of it just so that it could keep up. However, which one would I prefer to have in the bag? I mean, that is a very good question. In terms of, you can see which one's coming down consistently in terms of descent angle. i500 consistently better, not by much, but I feel like you're going to get more control from the i500. It's going to go higher, stop quicker. P790 is just a monster in terms of just distance, and if you need that distance and that power, then that is the iron. And I feel even though these are both marketed for the same bracket, maybe the same player, very two different irons altogether. So guys, there you have it. Very interesting for me, especially as a club fitter as well. Two very different irons that are basically the same in terms of technology and everything else that goes into it, probably marketed for the same kind of player. So it was interesting to see the difference between the two and how you could possibly recommend these to two people that have obviously got the same goal but actually might need two completely different heads on the day. So guys, let me know your thoughts of them. Which one would you prefer to have in the bag, or neither, if the case may be, and maybe give me an idea of what you would like to see compared next in the comment section below. Guys, thank you ever so much for watching. As always, please subscribe. Catch you guys later.